Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of Talking Wrestling TXN. This is the recap of the Royal Rumble event. I am Gordon Lameth, Michael Fletcher, alongside Anthony Florio and Michael Bullock. And last night, we witnessed the Royal Rumble from St. Petersburg, Florida, at the Tropicana Field to start the road to WrestleMania 40. And we're just going to dive right on in. We started the event with the women's Royal Rumble matchup, and here is how it went down. We started out with the first two. That was Natalya and Naomi making her return to the WWE. She was the number 2 in the Royal Rumble. The third person in the Rumble was Bayley. Number 4 was Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie herself. Number 5, a surprise. The brand new TNA Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace makes her WWE debut and makes a shocking appearance. Now this brings into question maybe a partnership between WWE and TNA. Now looking more and more like a very lucrative thing. You brought the Knockouts champion over. This is the second time in the Royal Rumble where the TNA Knockouts champion participated in the Royal Rumble matchup. As many of you guys know, a couple of years ago, Mickie James was the Knockouts champion at the time, and she also was a part of the WWE Royal Rumble match. We'll get into her in just a minute. Then number 6 was Indy Hartwell. Number 7 was Asuka. Number 8 was Ivy Nile. Number 9 was Katana Chance. Number 10, Bianca Belair. Number 11 was Kairi Sane. Number 12 was Tegan Knox. 13 was Kaden Carter. Number 14 was Chelsea Green. 15 was Piper Niven. Major help for Chelsea Green because now she got her tag team partner. 16 was Xia Li. 17 was Zelina Vega. 18 was Maxine Dupree. 19 was Nia Jax. Number 20 was Shotzi. 21, Becky Lynch. 22, Alba Fire. 23, Shayna Baszler. 24, Valhalla. 25 was Mia Yim. 26 was Zoe Starks. 27 from NXT, Roxanne Perez. 28, Jade Cargill. The 28th individual in the Royal Rumble match. 29 from NXT, the center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton. And number 30 was Liv Morgan. Now, order of elimination. The first lady to go out in the Royal Rumble was Indy Hartwell, eliminated by Bayley. Number 2 was Candice LeRae. Basically, it was the entire Damage Control that took her out. Natalya was eliminated by Tegan Knox. Then Tegan Knox got eliminated by Bayley. It was basically back to back. Then Kairi Sane got eliminated by Kaden Carter, and Asuka got eliminated by both Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. That left Bayley all by herself. Jordynne Grace got eliminated by Bianca Belair. Kaden Carter got eliminated by Piper Niven. Then a run by Nia Jax as she eliminates Xia Li and Ivy Nile. Then Maxine Dupree got eliminated by Bayley. Then Piper Niven got knocked out by Nia Jax, and Katana Chance was also eliminated by Nia Jax. Then Chelsea Green was eliminated by Becky Lynch. Valhalla got eliminated by Nia Jax. Then Alba Fire eliminated by Naomi. Then after that, Zelina Vega got eliminated. Tag team, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark both get credit for the elimination. Then Nia went on another monster run She eliminated Shayna Baszler, Michin, and Shotzi all in a span of about a couple of minutes until Jade Cargill dumped out Nia Jax. It was one of the most epic eliminations we've seen in the Royal Rumble. Then after that, Zoe Stark got eliminated by Liv Morgan. Roxanne Perez got dumped out by Tiffany Stratton. Then Becky Lynch got knocked out, tag teamed Jade Cargill and Naomi, both eliminating Becky out of the Royal Rumble. That hurt my heart. She was the one I had in the office pool. Becky Lynch I had number 21. Becky was 21. Perfect marriage, thinking Becky could win the Rumble. Nope. Becky goes out, and I get heartbroken on that one. Naomi gets eliminated by Jade Cargill. Then it leads us to the final five. Bianca Belair eliminated by Bayley. That led us to the final four of Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Bayley, and Liv Morgan. Tiffany Stratton eliminated by Bayley. Jade Cargill gets eliminated by Liv Morgan, leaving Liv Morgan and Bayley as the final two, the winner of the women's Royal Rumble match in 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 3 seconds with 7 eliminations in the match, which is the second best. Nia Jax had the highest amount with 8. Bayley wins the Royal Rumble. She is going to WrestleMania. Well, all right. If you think about it as a scope, nice surprises, good action, but there was a lot of botches along the way. There was some very inconsistent, sloppy ring work in the Royal Rumble match. However, you cannot argue about the right person winning. Bayley winning the Royal Rumble I thought was a great call. I think it's a perfect call. And now she's on her way to WrestleMania and obviously getting a shot at the title. Now, a lot of people are going to wonder, well, what does that mean? Does she go at who's she going to go after? I think we all know how this is going to play out. Yes, I know she hinted that she's going after that she's probably going to go after Rhea and the Raw Women's title. But I think we all can agree at some point, something is going to happen that's going to make Bayley change her mind and that she's going to go after Io Sky and the SmackDown Women's title, the WWE Women's title. I forgot. It's not SmackDown Women's anymore. It's just the WWE Women's title. So it was a good Royal Rumble. And these Rumbles are always hard to judge. I think this was a very good Rumble, and I'll give this about 3.5 to 4 stars. I think to get the surprises, getting Naomi right out of the gate was a pleasant surprise. I think we all were excited with the way that started. And then, of course, Jordynne Grace showing up. We did not know she was going to be there. Then there was, you had the usual suspects. Bianca Belair got a very early draw. So we're thinking, all right, maybe she becomes the Iron Woman of the Rumble. She did last 47 minutes in this Royal Rumble match. So it was really good. Then you had a little bit of a lull. You had the Kairi Sane. So Damage Control had a moment where they dominated the Rumble. Then you had, certain individuals. The real fun started once you got into the 20s. With Becky Lynch at 21, that turned the Rumble on its head. But the final crop of stars, once you got into, you had Roxanne Perez, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan. Now, obviously, we heard there was going to be some representation from NXT. We only had really two women representing NXT in this Royal Rumble. But if you really think about it, these are the most deserving women in the Royal Rumble. I kind of feel like if Cora Jade did not get hurt, I think Jade would have been in this Rumble as well. So 3.5 to 4, right person won. We actually got it right. We all called this. We all called for Bayley to win it all. She did. So we could pat ourselves on the back on this one. Anthony Florio, it is yours. Bayley is going to WrestleMania.
We actually all had Becky winning this thing, if I recall.
That's right. That's right.
But Bayley was right behind. There's no question about it. Out of the handful of women's Rumbles we have witnessed, this was one of the best. It had great spots, fun surprises, a couple of returns, and some unique eliminations. The crowd was hot, the superstars were energetic, and the announcers were on point. Everything about it worked. Michael, all right. Beforehand, Pat McAfee made his return, and Michael Cole's reaction to Pat McAfee joining commentary was so wholesome. Naomi's entrance ruled, but it was even cooler to hear. WWE and TNA seem to have some kind of understanding, which is incredible, and let's hope we see more of this. Bayley scored the first elimination when she got rid of Indy Hartwell. Tegan Nox's senton to Bayley almost ended in disaster, but they saved it. Kairi Sane officially had one of the best Rumble saves ever, but it would have been better if she survived for a bit longer. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green did some of their best character work in this match. Jade Cargill eliminating Nia Jax was the spot of the match. And the returning Naomi, lasted over an hour before Bayley eventually eclipsed it. And Bayley now the new record holder at 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 3 seconds. And yeah, I might be overrating this, but I don't give a damn. 4.5 stars. This was one of I think this was the best women's Royal Rumble match ever. And because of the surprises and everything else, I mean, Naomi coming back and Jordan Grace coming in from TNA. Bullock got to see what she looked like, and you wonder why she is the Knockouts champion in TNA right now. Great. She looked really good in this match, and Nia Jax had a nice showing, and of course Jade Cargill. What a moment for her getting Nia out of there and doing it with the greatest of ease. And wow, just absolutely incredible. And a great way to start this Royal Rumble off. And congratulations to Bayley, well deserved. Another accolade for her, and now opportunity of a lifetime to be in a main event spot at WrestleMania 40. I know she's saying I'm going after Rhea, but I still believe the end game is for it to be Bayley and Io for the WWE Women's Championship. Something's going to have to happen, like MF said, in order for that to happen. And I believe something will happen soon enough. But for right now, best women's Royal Rumble match I've ever seen. It was a 4.5 star match, and I'll even go as far as to call this the fight of the night, if I'm going to be honest with you. So, absolutely amazing, and congratulations, Bayley. And don't worry about Becky. Becky will still get her moment. I believe that's going to come in the form of the Elimination Chamber next month in Australia. So, not much more for me to say on this. 4.5 stars, greatest women's Royal Rumble match I've ever seen. So, there isn't anything else left to say except Michael Bullock. Wow, what a women's Royal Rumble match. You got to see Jordan Grace, the TNA Knockouts champion, in there. Naomi back in WWE. So many great things about it. But at the end of the day, Bayley, like her or not, give her flowers, man. What a moment for her. Another accolade and next stop Hall of Fame for her.
Yeah, I mean, look, say what you want about Bayley. I know there's people that hate her because of her attitude and all that, but well, let's just say, I mean, this was a double win for Bayley this weekend. Not only with her winning the Women's Royal Rumble and going to WrestleMania, but her San Francisco 49ers are going to the Super Bowl, so
Comeback
it's a
of the
double win
year.
for her.
Comeback of
Yeah,
the year.
so
What a comeback. I had no doubts.
yeah,
I never had a doubt in my mind they were going to come back and win that.
yeah. But getting back to this, but to me, the real highlight for me, obviously, Jade Cargill making her debut, and boy howdy, she made a huge statement. I mean, just the way she eliminated Nia Jackson. Just the absolute strength with her. My goodness. The way she eliminated her, and just the expression on Nia Jax's face was just priceless. But you know what? Couldn't have happened to a much nicer person. And you want to know why, Florio?
Why is that?
Let's just say because, come on. Because Nia was brought back by a certain person.
Oh yeah, Mr. McPervert, right?
Yeah. Couldn't have happened to a much nicer person. That's another person I really want to see gone because McPervert was the reason why she's back in the first place. So, well, it is what it is. But Jordan Grace, my goodness, that was. I was definitely impressed with her, and yeah, and I'm with you guys. I think this could be the start of a partnership between WWE and TNA because, like you said, 2 years ago, when Mickie James was the Knockout champion, she was in the Women's Royal Rumble match. So, and of course, to see a couple of NXTers and Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez in it, and it's obviously good to see Naomi back. And yeah, a great Women's Royal Rumble, but yeah, Bayley was the right choice here. I know she keeps saying, "Oh, I'm going to go after Rhea Ripley in the Women's World Championship and bring that to Damage Control." And Damage Control will be holding all the gold in the women's division, but come on, we ain't no we're no fools here. We know she's going to go after Io Sky in the Women's Championship because as I've said it once, as we've said it once, and we're going to say it again, it's not a matter of if the breakup's going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point on the road to WrestleMania. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this to see when this does happen. But four stars for me on this. So Fletch, I think it's time for the undisputed WWE Universal title match.
Yes, indeed it is. And it was a fatal four-way between LA Knight, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and the current champion, Roman Reigns, winner of the bout in 19 minutes and 30 seconds, and still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Anthony Florio, no big surprise on this outcome. Roman successfully defends and is on the road to WrestleMania.
3.5 to 3 3/4 of a star. The fans didn't seem to have a favorite. Everyone was being cheered at different times, even the heels. This crowd was popping for everyone out of appreciation instead of booing the bad guys, and it made for a raucous feel in the stands. Predictably, though, the bloodline had an impact on the bout. Solo Sikoa pulled the referee out of the ring to save Roman from being pinned by Randy Orton. This was a solid match that was laid out well, but whenever Roman Reigns wrestles now, it's hard to fully invest in the match because you know the outcome and how they will get there. The Tribal Chief retained his title by pinning AJ Styles. This was fine, but it won't go down as the best match on this card. Orton made a kid's whole day with a no-look high five on the way to the ring. LA Knight is a flashy wrestler, but he's also very technically sound. A lot of what he does looks about as good as it can. One of the 2 counts on Reigns was as close to 3 as it gets. The kick out was timed perfectly. Some decent spots in this one. The stack spot, a la WrestleMania 37, that was pretty that was a fun spot. But there was one spot that I heard was that was universally praised during this match. We can add this to the long list of memorable RKOs by Randy Orton when he caught Roman Reigns mid Superman punch, mind you, and nailed him with an RKO. And MF was thinking, oh my god, my guy's gonna do it. But then that dang Solo Sikoa pulls the rug out from under you, just like he did it to Drew McIntyre in Cardiff, and just like he did to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39. More on that later. But for right now, 3.5 to 3 3/4 of a star. Predictable outcome. Solid match. I mean, not the best, but not the worst either. And but those were the couple of standout spots. The stack spot, and of course the another legendary RKO by Randy Orton to add to the laundry list of epic RKOs that he will always have, and that's definitely up there. So it's onward to WrestleMania for the Tribal Chief. No big surprise. So Michael Bullock, predictable outcome. We all knew Roman was winning. Bloodline interference and another title defense. Same old story, same old song and dance. 3.5, 3 3/4.
Yeah, it's like the same old song, same old dance since we've seen ever since Roman Reigns has held this title, and like we talked about on our preview. I mean, the only time we went against them was Clash at the Castle and last year's WrestleMania. Well, only me and you, Florio, when it comes to Clash at the Castle, because Fletch actually had Roman winning that match. So, but yeah, I mean, it's the same old story, same old outcome, and the same old bloodline interference. I mean, you know, whenever there's a title defense, you know the bloodline isn't that far behind, whether it's Solo Sikoa or Jimmy Uso. So, a good match. I mean, it could have been better in some areas. So, I'll give this about 3.5 stars as well. So, Fletch, same old story, same old outcome, like Anthony said.
Yeah, 3.5 stars, no doubt about it. Like we said, it was a fine matchup. There was nothing bad about it. It was just with the outcome and everything that went down. I don't know if it was remotely what you think about it, but at the end of the day, the outcome was never in doubt. We witnessed it, we saw it. Roman Reigns successfully defends the title, and now, like we said, he's on the road to WrestleMania. So, really nothing more to add there. So the next thing that we do have here is next up we got is Logan Paul putting the United States title on the line against Kevin Owens. Fight ends in the DQ. Now, it says Logan Paul won the match in 14 minutes, but I thought he got disqualified. Can somebody help me out, Anthony? Was it Logan Paul winning by DQ, or was it Owens by DQ?
I think you're reading a.
I think Logan Paul won by disqualification because we could. I mean, as we saw during the match, the brass knuckles was on the hands of Kevin Owens as he was going for the pinfall, and the referee spotted it and called for a disqualification.
KO had the knucks on his hand. He left the knucks on his hand, and Ryan Tran caught him just as he was about to make the third count.
Oh. Yeah, all right. So that means it is Logan Paul by DQ, successfully defending the title. Michael Bullock, I guess we could say no big surprise, but really, a disqualification at the Royal Rumble event? Okay, if it was a B-level pay-per-view, we're not griping, we're not griping, we're not poo-pooing. But Florio and myself have always been, and this is something we've always been very keen on. Whenever there's a major 4 pay-per-view, we absolutely, positively, 100% frown on DQ and count out finishes when it comes to matches like this.
I mean, come on, Fletch. I mean, you expect anything less from Logan Paul? I mean, do you really think he cares it's the Royal Rumble? I mean, he's going to find some way to retain, and if it's using things like this, so what? But yeah, but I'm with you guys. I mean, if it was a B pay-per-view, fine, whatever. We're not all that upset, but but at an event like the Royal Rumble, and just when the referee was on the verge of a 3 count, and Logan Paul had to pull this crap, no. What was the time of the fall again, Fletch?
14 minutes even.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really look. As far as I'm concerned, technically the match is 3.5, but I'm bumping it down to 3 to 3.25 because of the DQ finish. I mean, I really frown upon it. I mean, come on. At an event like the Royal Rumble, I mean, really? You had to go with this route? But then again, this is Logan Paul we're talking about, and he doesn't care. He's probably like, I don't care how I retain it. As long as I retain it, that's the only thing that matters to me. And if the haters want to come after me, you know what? Screw you folks. I'm the champion, and you hate me because you ain't me. You know what? Give us, we're happy we're not you, because me, Fletch, and Florio, we have class, and if we were in a match, we would do it the right way. We wouldn't stoop to any level like you do, like you or your stupid ass brother Jake Paul. So get the you know what out with that crap. So technically the match is 3.5, but I'm bumping it down to 3.75 because of the screwy DQ finish. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it, and I don't care if he hears this. Screw you, Logan Paul. Fletch, it's yours.
It's unfortunate, but you know, it does make service. It does make it being very, very, very honest and open about everything that happened there. So, I mean, yeah, congratulations. Logan Paul successfully defends the title. If you're Kevin Owens, you're angry, man. You feel like you let a golden opportunity get away. You know, you had the title won. If it wasn't for the Nux still on you, you would have been the United States champion. But, you know, I don't think he realized it until after the fact, and the ref caught him. So, I mean, it is a 3-star bout. It was a fine match. Really nothing more to add. Anthony, it's yours.
Yes, indeed. 3.25 stars, down from 3.5. I'll tell you what, every match has shown improvements in different parts of Logan Paul's game. Nobody is ever going to say he's Bryan Danielson, but to say that he hasn't improved on a technical level would be a lie. Not only has his in-ring work continued to impress, but he's also getting better at the facial expressions and character work to fill in the gaps between spots. And having someone like KO as a dance partner made everything look that much better. Just as he said he would, Owens kicked out of the knockout punch. One of Logan Paul's Muppet clown friends passed a set of brass knuckles to him by way of Austin Theory, but KO was able to steal them and use them to hit a punch. The ref saw them on his hand before counting the pin and disqualified him, declaring Logan Paul the winner. This is one of the few times when a DQ finish was the best outcome. Even if you don't like Logan Paul, you have to give him credit for clearly continuing to work on his skills. The Swanton counter looked great. Paul got his knees up at the exact right moment. So it's overall a 3.5, but you got to bump it down to 3.25. But this is one of the rare times, MF, I felt that the DQ finish actually worked. So because, I mean, you wanted to protect. I mean, I know Bullock's not going to like it, but yeah. I got to be honest. I mean, I got to tell it like it is. You know,
look. here's the thing. I mean, I like Logan Paul, the wrestler. I mean, he continues to get better, but it's just his snarky and his bad attitude that just rubs me the wrong way.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't like that either. But as a wrestler, though, I mean, clearly he's taking it seriously. He's not some celebrity, you know, just looking for a payday, you know, and put in a half-assed effort. No, he puts the effort in. But the point I'm trying to make is when it comes to the DQ finish, I mean, the creative team had a conflict on their hands, and they protected Kevin Owens. And if you want to get more heel heat on Logan Paul, this is a great way to do it. And the more heel heat you get on Logan Paul, the better, because, I mean, it's going to make his eventual title loss. I mean, which looks like it's, from what I'm hearing, the plan is for it to be LA Knight to get him at Mania. And when that happens, if that happens, yeah, Philly's popping big, and it's gonna make the comeuppance that more special. So 3.25 for the effort. You know what? No, I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. I don't give a damn about the disqualification finish. It actually worked.
Okay.
So that's all I can say on that. So 3.5 stars is my rating for this. And MF, I mean, I know we frown upon disqualification finishes, yes, but this is one of the very rare times that the DQ finish actually worked.
All right. Yes, indeed. No doubt about it. All right. So with that said, we go into the men's Royal Rumble match, the main event of the evening. And here we go. So we started with the first two men. Can you believe this? Jay and Jimmy Uso starts the Rumble off. Then followed by Grayson Waller. Number 4 was Andrade. Cien Almas, he is back in WWE. Number 5 was Carmelo Hayes. Number 6 was Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 7, Santos Escobar. Number 8 was Karrion Kross. Number 9, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Number 10, Carlito. Number 11, Bobby Lashley. Number 12, Ludwig Kaiser. Number 13 was Austin Theory. 14, Finn Balor. 15, Cody Rhodes. 16, Big Bronson Reed. 17 was Kofi Kingston. Number 18, Gunther. 19, Ivar. 20 was Braun Breaker from NXT. 21 was Omos. 22, Pat McAfee. Basically, he was on commentary the whole night. 22, he draws and joins the Royal Rumble. 23, JD McDonough. 24, R-Truth. 25, The Miz. 26, Damian Priest. 27, CM Punk. 28, Ricochet. 29, Drew McIntyre. And number 30, Sami Zayn. Order of elimination. Grayson Waller, first man eliminated by Carmelo Hayes. Santos Escobar, eliminated by Carlito. Then Carlito was eliminated by Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley eliminated Karrion Kross. Then Bobby Lashley gets eliminated illegally. By the way, I need to express this. Illegal elimination by Karrion Kross. Kross was already out of the Rumble, and he pulled out Bobby Lashley.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna hear my reaction because you guys know how I feel about things like this.
Yep, we'll get into it. We'll get there, Bullock. We'll get there. Then Carmelo Hayes got eliminated by Finn Balor. Austin Theory eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Andrade, unfortunately, was eliminated by Big Bronson Reed. Nakamura gets eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Ludwig Kaiser eliminated by Kofi Kingston, but Kofi pays the price because Gunther got him and tosses him out. Jimmy Uso eliminated by Braun Breaker. Finn Balor was eliminated by Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed eliminated by Omos. Then Ivar got eliminated by Braun Breaker. Now Pat McAfee eliminated himself. Basically, everybody was laid out except Omos and Braun Breaker were in the ring and they had a stare down. And McAfee kind of thought about it, jumped in the ring, like, let's do it, let's fight. He's like, oh, wait a minute. I got a 7'3" monster, and I got somebody who's wolfing like a freaking dog. Nope, get me out. I'm done. I'm out of here. 38 seconds for Pat McAfee. Just to let you guys know. Then Omos got eliminated by Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker got eliminated by Dominic Mysterio. Mysterio got him out of the Royal Rumble. Then JD McDonough eliminated by Jey Uso. R-Truth got eliminated by Damian Priest. Dominic Mysterio got eliminated by CM Punk. Miz was eliminated by Gunther. So was Jey Uso. He was also eliminated by Gunther. Drew McIntyre eliminates Ricochet. And then Damian Priest got eliminated by Sami Zayn. That was a little bit of a surprise there. However, Sami got eliminated by Drew McIntyre. That led us to the final four. McIntyre, Gunther, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes. Then Punk eliminates Drew McIntyre. And then Gunther, who is my pick to win the Royal Rumble, got dumped out by Cody Rhodes. That led to Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. Anthony Floyd and Michael Bullock both picked CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble. The winner of the men's Royal Rumble match in let me see. What's the official time of the fall? 1 hour, 8 minutes, 25 seconds. For the second year in a row, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. We get it wrong. For the second time tonight, we get the Rumble winner wrong. We get egg in the face. Cody Rhodes eliminate Gunther, which was my pick, then takes out CM Punk. That put Florio out and Michael Bullock out of the Rumble party. And Cody Rhodes will indeed get to finish his story, and he has already called out Roman Reigns. So he will indeed get to finish the story at WrestleMania in Philadelphia. My goodness. All right. Obviously, very good Royal Rumble. Solid match. Great story all the way around. And yeah, I really got nothing more to say. I mean, this was easily about 4.5 stars. Like I said, I don't think there was many surprises in this one. Andrade coming back, obviously. The thing we were hearing was that Brock Lesnar was originally supposed to be in the Royal Rumble. But as many of you guys know, McPervert and everything that was going on, it sounds like Brock Lesnar was also in the center of some of that controversy. Obviously, WWE didn't want to cause any ruckus and pulled Brock out of the Rumble. They gave it to Braun Breaker, and basically Breaker did everything that Brock was supposed to do in that Rumble. So look at that in the grand scheme of things. And to think, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, if this is accurate, he was supposed to eliminate Brock Lesnar. How the hell would we have reacted if Dominic Mysterio would have eliminated Brock Lesnar? I think my reaction to it, Florio reaction to it, and Michael Bullock's reaction to it would have been, get the F out of here. No sense of belief on that. Now, with Braun Breaker going out, it's believable. Breaker's NXT. Dominic is main guy. that would have served more of a purpose than Lesnar going out that way. But I digress. So excellent Royal Rumble match. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty funny on some of the stuff that they did, but the outcome was never in doubt. Obviously, we were thinking, all right, if Cody doesn't win, he gets another shot. He'll win the chamber fight, and then he'll get to finish the story. Now he's already won the Rumble. He's already called out Roman Reigns. So now the World Heavyweight Championship, the opportunity for the World Heavyweight title now goes to the chamber, and now let the chips fall where they may. Who will be the lucky men to be locked in that sadistic structure? I think there's already 3 guys right out of the gate that we can honestly say that could probably go in there. If you think about it, Nakamura. Obviously, you got to put Drew in there. You got to put Gunther in there. You got to put CM Punk in there. That's already 4 names I already threw. Who would be the remaining 2? I guess we'll wait and find out, because all will be revealed tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw as they start the road to WrestleMania on the Raw side. And obviously, Mr. Adam Pearce is going to have some very tough decisions to make on who's going to be representing the 6 men that's going to get locked into the chamber for the right to fight for Seth freaking Rollins' title at WrestleMania. So we'll see. Anthony Florio, it is yours for the 2nd year in a row. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, now joins Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold Steve Austin as back-to-back Royal Rumble winners.
Wow. Congratulations to him. He most certainly deserves it. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who actually are not happy about it, but, don't worry about CM Punk. He's going to get his moment. I believe CM Punk's going to win that Elimination Chamber match, and that's the avenue that'll lead us to CM Punk and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40. Final 4, I'm not at all surprised as to who were the Final 4. That's the exact Final 4 that I had, and I'm not at all surprised. Match was pretty standard fare. It was entertaining, but not unpredictable. Most of the eliminations made sense. Some of the comedy stuff was great, and a few people had standout moments. However, the outcome never felt like it was much of a choice. Like I said earlier, I think the Women's Rumble was a smidgen better. I'm going to give this about 3.5 to 4 for the rating here. And, great to see Andrade back. I think he's SmackDown bound, especially that little interaction with Santos Escobar. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being a part of the LWO maybe, and, reuniting him with Zelina Vega. And I know MF would love that more than anything else, but we'll see. Braun Breaker. What a showing for Braun Breaker. And from what I am hearing from the dirt sheets here, it's being reported that Braun Breaker actually was the fill-in for Brock Lesnar, because this was supposed to be Brock Lesnar. And Braun Breaker, doing what he did. And hey, Brock Lesnar's misconduct ended up being Braun Breaker's gain. Braun Breaker has gotten a lot of praise. One reviewer I listened to last night said that was very high on Braun Breaker, and that he should be called up to the main roster ASAP. And I agree. He's main roster bound. There is no question about it. Just where does he end up? That's the big question. But maybe Monday Night Raw after what happened. But if Brock Lesnar had been in the Royal Rumble and Dum Dum eliminated him, oh my goodness, that would have been the heat spot of the century, no doubt about it. So, but at the end of the day, Cody wins, 2nd year in a row, and he made it quite clear. You saw it. He pointed not at the WrestleMania sign, but he pointed at Roman Reigns. He wants another shot at the tribal chief. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when that match gets made official. It could be as early as tomorrow night on Raw, for all we know. And if it hasn't been made official already, and I'm already going on the limb right now. Last year at WrestleMania 39, what happened? That was Mick Pervert. Mick Pervert was the one responsible for that. That was not a Triple H call. That was a Mick Pervert call. He's the one that wanted Roman. He's the reason why we ended up getting Roman shoved down our throats for another year when we're clearly done with it. I mean, I know I'm done with it. And we're all done with it. But WrestleMania 40, McPervert's out. Papa H is in. He's got full keys to the car now. And there is no question about it. And you heard what Cody said during the presser last night. Cody, he said it. He said it during the Royal Rumble press conference there. I'm just trying to find out. I'm just trying to find it here. But he said it. And he says, I am one 3 count or submission away. And he's 1 3 count or submission away from being the quarterback of what is, without question, the best era of professional wrestling right now. And I do believe that that's what's going to happen. And he delivered a bold message to the WWE universe. He said it. The fans who have been with me, and we've been with you, and now he's 1 away, 1 3 count or tap out away, guys, from being the quarterback. He's going to be he already is the face of the company. And it's just so exciting to think about. And man, I can't wait for WrestleMania 40. And because after what happened this time around with Papa H now with the keys to the car, there's no question about it, gentlemen. Cody's finishing the story. We're not going to have we're not going to have a rehash of 39. I don't believe that. I believe this is the moment for Cody Rhodes. And come Sunday night, April the 7th at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, at the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania, no less. How can you not? How can you not? So 3.5, teetering on 4 for this. Women's Rumble was better. And happy for Cody. He deserves the moment. And I was a little surprised. I thought Punk was going to win. And I thought they were going to have Cody go through some more adversity, which was that was the reason that I heard why they didn't strap him at 39. Bunch of malarkey, but he had to go through adversity. The 3 matches of hell with Brock Lesnar, a never-ending feud with the Judgment Day, and all these matches, Shinsuke Nakamura, and having to go through the Rumble again. I'm surprised they didn't have him earn his way into this through the Chamber, but I think they're obviously saving that for the Punkster. And you notice what CM Punk said: I ain't losing to Dusty's kid. When you heard that, you're like, oh boy, Cody's gonna win this thing now. And sure enough, he did. Step 1, or as I say, phase 1 accomplished. Win the Royal Rumble. It's accomplished. Phase 2, on behalf of myself, Bullock, MF, and every wrestling fan out there, accomplish step 2 in 10 weeks. Finish the effing story. Period. End of statement. End of quotation. Michael Bullock, 3.5 to 4. Cody's got another shot at it. McPervert's out. Papa H is in. He's going to do the right thing and strap him, which they should have done a year ago.
Exactly. I mean, they should have done this a year ago, but like you said, phase 1 is done. Now it's on to phase 2, and that is finishing the effing story and finally dethroning the tribal chief and winning the undisputed universal title. And Florio, Fletch, I'm going to go on the record of saying this. If for some effing reason Cody loses again, watch out. Because on that night, I will go on the biggest rant, the biggest phenom rant of all time. I will be dropping a lot of F-bombs, all this and that. Yes, but I don't think we have to worry about it because I think it's going to happen this time because no McPervert, Triple H is running things, and Triple H is going to do the right thing. So, yes, 4 stars for me on this one. I mean, it was great to see Andrade back and Braun Breaker. I mean, what a performance for him in that spot. I mean, he takes advantage of an opportunity, and I don't know about you guys, but if you checked out the WWE's YouTube where they did an exclusive interview with him, he said something that really interested me. He said, "I'm not done with the Judgment Day." What I mean, is he hinting something, guys? I mean, is he saying something that we don't know about?
Dominic, watch your effing back right about now. Because if Breaker is saying he's not done with the Judgment Day, he's going straight after Dom. Dom was the one that got the elimination on him. He's going after Dominic. That's all you need to know, Bullock.
Oh yeah, and let's just say there's a spear waiting for Dominic Mysterio, and
yeah,
and let's just say Braun Breaker's spear is much more vicious than the one he probably received from Adam Copeland, aka Edge. So
I will say this though. The Braun Breaker spear is devastating, except for the one that he did on Nakamura. I'm sorry, that was either botchamania, or just the way Nakamura kind of folded like a cheap lawn chair, because I shook my head and I was laughing my ass off because my God, was that spear so horrible. That spear looks so bad.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. It's not going to be bad when he spears Dominic Mysterio in half, because Dom, you made the biggest mistake of your life when you eliminated Braun Breaker, because if you think for 1 minute Braun Breaker is going to forget about it, no chance in hell. Let's just say that. So, Dom.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Bullock. As much as we may say it, strength in numbers. Remember what I said on Saturday about strength in numbers?
Friday night.
On Friday night about the strength in numbers?
With Kyrie and Asuka.
Strength in numbers, my friend. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm leaving it there.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that's going to save him, because he's got obviously Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley, who we've seen so many times that she's not afraid to stand up to the men.
Oh,
and
no.
You know she ain't going to be afraid to stand up to Braun Breaker.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I mean, those are some of the interesting things, but there is, and as I already told you, Fletch, there is one thing that really irked me. We went throughout this Royal Rumble without an illegal elimination until this one.
Mm-hmm.
And Karrion Kross illegally eliminated Bobby Lashley. And for some effing reason,
they allow it.
Yep.
It just drives me bonkers whenever something like this happens, whether it's on the men's side or the women's side. WWE needs to put a stop to this because it costs someone a chance to maybe go to WrestleMania. Not that I'm saying it's going to happen, but who knows
You're
what
right.
the outcome would
It
be.
cost Bobby Lashley a shot to go to WrestleMania. You're right.
Yeah, and at some point, WWE, and I'm calling you all the honchos over there at WWE, especially you, Triple H. You need to have a conference, and you need to put a stop to this crap. No more illegal. The only way an elimination should count is by someone who is in the Royal Rumble match, not by someone who has already been eliminated or someone who's not even in the Rumble match.
Yeah, because if you remember, the Authors of Pain was trying to get involved. They showed up right after Karrion, and oddly enough, the minute Karrion Kross got eliminated, that was when Authors of Pain showed up. But then they got cut off at the pass by the Street Profits, thank God. But by then, the damage was already done. Karrion Kross already had gotten Bobby Lashley up and over the top, and out he went.
Yeah, but getting back to this, I mean, you need to put a stop to this, Triple H. I mean, McPervert's not there anymore. You need to change things right now because as long as these rules are still in place, and as long as long as things like this continue, I will continue to go on these rants about it until changes are made. And as the late Owen Hart would say, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Triple H, please wake the F up and change this ruling.
Mm.
So that's all I got to say on it. I mean,
All right.
It's yours, Fletch.
Let's go to overall review, and I believe it goes to Anthony Florio. So, Florio, give me your thoughts. What did you think of the Royal Rumble event as a whole?
Excellent Royal Rumble here. But I'm going to be honest with you. The 2024 Royal Rumble delivered some entertaining moments, but there wasn't a single outcome on the card that didn't feel obvious heading into the show. The women's Royal Rumble match was the more unpredictable of the two, but Bayley was always the favorite due to the story WWE has been crafting. We all knew Andrade and Naomi would show up, but having Jordynne Grace make a surprise appearance and to hear multiple references to TNA on a WWE broadcast was a great sign that the new regime wants to do things in a new way. Logan Paul and Kevin Owens did a great job. Pat McAfee was on fire, and nothing was booked confusingly. This won't go down as one of the best Rumble events, but it was a fine way to spend a Saturday night. No question about it. So somewhere between maybe 8.5. I think that's the best rating I can give this. I mean, all the matches were good. But, there were some things that could have been better. And yes, I'm with Bullock about the illegal eliminations. That's got to stop. I mean, if we were running WWE, that's the first thing we would do. Eliminate all illegal eliminations. Because when there's an elimination in the Royal Rumble match, it must be by somebody who's in the match. If it's not by anybody, not by outside interference or gang warfare or what have you, enough. I'm done.
It's getting tiring. It's getting tiring right now, and
it's at the point
I'm not going to stand for it.
It's at the point of go
Exactly.
away, and I'm not going to stand for it either. I'm someone who takes honesty and integrity but seriously. I take it very seriously, and eliminations like that, when I saw that, I'm like, F out of here with that bleep. I'm like, come on, really? We didn't see anything like this in the women's match. The women's match went off without a hitch. But the only upside, there's a small upside here. It only happened once. But in all honesty, it should not happen either way. So that's my little rant. But it's an 8 to 8.5 out of 10. It was a very good event. I still think the 2001 Rumble event was the best overall pay-per-view event. 92, I believe, is still the greatest Royal Rumble match. But on the men's side, that is. But when it comes to the women's side, this year's Royal Rumble match is now the greatest women's Royal Rumble match of all time. That was the best one I ever saw because of the surprises, some of the great spots, and yeah, way more unpredictable than the men's. But 8.5 for me. Good start to the year. Some things could have been better, but still. And nothing more to say. Michael Bullock, it's an 8 to 8.5 out. It's an 8 to 8.5 out of 10 for me. What says you? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give this a 8 out of 10 as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, there were some things I thought that definitely could have been better, but overall, I thought it was a good show. And of course, you already know about my rant about the illegal elimination, so no need to rehash that. So, yeah, let the road to WrestleMania 40 begin, boys. So, Fletch, take it home.
Yeah, very good Royal Rumble. I'll say about 8 out of 10. It was good in certain areas, but there's really nothing more to say. We've said everything we needed to say. So we're out of here. Guys, we're done. Thank you so much as always. Tomorrow night, Ridiculously Raw, hosted by Anthony Florio, as we will officially be on the road to WrestleMania. So for Anthony Florio and Michael Bullock, I'm Michael Fletcher saying so long, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow night.